leg.
Lost and found.
We're rescuing kittens.
Oh my god.
Kitty. All right, we are in Salt Lake City, Utah, and this is the first time I've been back here in 2 years. I drove it once with the RTR Mustangs, and we actually had a lot of car issues and trouble, so I'm excited to get a fresh shot at this track. They made some changes. It'll be my second time driving the fresh build. It's beautiful out here. The weather's nice, and it's, I would say, a very simplified version of both Riga and Hungary with like 2 transitions, so I feel like driving those more technical tracks probably will equip me pretty good for here, but we'll see. One thing I do remember from last time I was here, especially because it was the first time a lot of pro cars were here, because of the elevation, everyone's down like 200-300 horsepower here, and pretty much no one went out with adequate grip. Everyone was way too hooked up the first practice, so I'm starting the car like twice as loose as normal, anticipating the drop in power. And this track surface is like a real racetrack, so the grip here is really good. So very different than the setups we'd normally be going into practice with.
Morning, Freddie.
Morning. How are you?
You gotta give me one of them Elon Musk boys you got riding right there.
What? This is a Honda, baby. Woo! That sucks.
Oh, hey. How are you? Welcome back.
Welcome to the party. Hi, we came to win. So
I will take this trophy, please.
Best handshake in the game.
give me that.
Back to our regular fist.
This car is a lot slower than the Europe car, that's for sure. I entered and I was like, holy shit, I can't slow down. Last time we ran here with the RTRs, they were struggling. They could barely even spin the tires, so we ran double the pressure. Once I was in the zone, the car felt pretty good in terms of gearing and speed. Like, it might need a tad more wheel speed. I just got to be careful on entry because the car didn't have much side bite. All right, guys, second lead. I'm going to be a little bit more chill on entry, seeing as I went flying off the first time. Just wanted to make sure I went deep because a lot of people are struggling to get out there, but I think I overcompensated a little bit. So try to get a nice clean run now that we got some fresh air. See what we can do. Jesus Christ, this thing is hooked up. Said he does a big flick. Let's see it. Hey Duarte, can you make a request to FD to put a fire marshal or someone by the end of the track? Because if I come off the track and the rear of my car's on fire, there's no one here. I see no one that would have a fire extinguisher, probably within like a 5-minute radius. Oh boy, I was cooking on that one. I'd say a pretty solid practice for a new track, which is a first for me in FD, just trying to have to get used to a track again, since most of the other tracks I've had a decent amount of experience on. This one, only having a little bit, definitely has me kind of like learning the paces. Car feels really good, a little bit on the softer, aggressive side in terms of setup, so I'll probably mellow that out a little bit to make it easier and smoother to drive. But it's fast. I did a pretty good chase I feel good about. I did a pretty good lead that I feel good about. So just push harder and practice tonight, and then we chill and we have to do seating.
Yes, casual drive through the pits.
There's me riding in the back of Salt Lake, in the back of my truck.
A lot of salt in this lake. Yep.
I feel like we should film like an emo music video. Just something like, oh, another day in Salt Lake, where she made my heart break. My dad says I'm a snowflake.
It's probably the alternator.
Definitely an alternator.
It's definitely the alternator. There's nothing wrong, I'm just being stupid.
We're currently changing the wrist pins just real quick.
Really quick.
Yep.
Super quick.
Yeah, we're gonna stretch the rings out and let them spring back in.
We got gears if we decide to change gears. 3 minutes to line up.
Yeah, it's literally like a freaking smorgasbord of everyone the second the clock turns time to line up. Because being first in line can make the difference of you getting an extra lap or two in practice. So it's a pretty serious thing.
What happened?
I need a battery.
Here, take this one.
Get out the f***ing way.
Well, I just here for 4 hours. Now he's in a hurry. Everybody watch him. Watch him.
Second place, baby. Second place.
All right, chasing Dan. Pushed pretty hard. I know he's a good driver. We're really focused on staying in the inside of the first corner. Don't want to get lost in the smoke there. Must avoid do that. All cost. Okay, time to go. I don't like how I'm driving. Not fun. I really don't like driving here. It's not fun. I either need to remove side by from the car or I need to go up in wheel speed. I can't drift a full zone. Well, I definitely ran out of tire on that one. Wrapped up. Tomorrow we don't drive at all. Just for reference, we are allowed up to 12 laps. I got 9 laps today, which means I used about 8 tires. Yeah. Not bad, but that's kind of average before you're going to qualifying competition, whatever it is. So I feel pretty good. This is definitely not my strongest track. Got to get the setup dialed in. Colette is flying in tomorrow morning. She's actually stopping by BC Racing, picking up some springs. So we'll have those to play around with some different setups, go over the car, get it turned around, and yep.
Yep. It'll be a good time.
Good time.
Great time.
getting it in, you know? You gotta.
You having a good time? Good.
You got some springs. Look at
That's
that.
right. That's right. Thank goodness. Actually, Colette found these springs. Now, I know she wasn't coming back. She was never leaving Japan again.
Yeah.
So she actually left Japan, got the springs from an unknown source, flew here directly, no luggage, nothing, just for the springs. We got them here, and the rates that we're going with are... Wait.
Can't leak the specs. Can't leak the specs.
No.
Look at this
no.
LZ
Oh,
logo,
wait,
though.
that's that old... Nobody cares about that
Look at that
old shit.
LZ logo. That's
Hey.
pretty cool in there.
There it is.
Hey. Whoop, whoop.
You know what I will tell you guys? So we're gonna run a 36K spring in the back of this because it's an E36 and we want all the Ks. E46 guys run 46K springs, E92 guys run E92 92K springs, so now you're kind of getting the secret here, but we're also thinking about hooking up the suspension. It was unhooked before, we were just testing things out. Yeah, otherwise, like, we're set to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad for all the other competitors, really.
Honestly,
So-
I'm curious how this thing's gonna work with
Good luck, guys!
with the struts hooked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, so here's how we ran it before. Because if you let this move, then you get like more, you know.
Yeah,
You get more
exactly.
droop. Don't listen to anything this guy says. Is what Adam said the first time, and he's right. Because you can't handle the truth.
If you guys didn't see my post on Instagram, Heatwave sale for Labor Day weekend, 20% off, lzmfg.com. We are giving away a GR Corolla and $12,500 cash, and every $5 you spend gets you in for a chance to win. The sale's also live on Heatwave's site if you want the full range of sunglasses and all the other cool stuff that they make. Awesome brand, awesome people, awesome fans, awesome steeple.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Picking up that morning lens flare.
Yeah, dude.
Style-
Getting that little
style
morning,
shots, style
morning,
shots.
Ooh, look at you.
I'm all
right
blown
now.
out.
Quick NASCAR BMX
I don't know
tire
how to do
change.
this, Mike. This will be my first time. Everyone's gonna be roasting me on the comments because I don't know what I'm doing.
Nah, because you said it before you started.
But Adam is at the drivers meeting, so
Somebody's gonna give you a very thorough breakdown. and
we don't
do
really
that
got
in the
time.
comments.
Adam
I
says
wonder
it's
that
lightweight.
visual-
It's like $60,
This the public
so he
side,
can go
bro.
high as hell. You know?
All right, it's competition day. Going into practice, we do have a pretty drastic change with the car. Colette flew in with some different springs. The car was just a little bit too on edge. It was plenty fast, but very difficult to drive consistently. So we went up in spring rate, effectively like 2K, which I think should take some of the edge off. So we'll see how it feels in practice. More than anything, I just want to be able to do nice, smooth, consistent leads, because I'll absolutely lose if I can't do that. So. Alright guys, we got a spring change. Just gonna try to do a nice clean lead, but also conserve tire. We were having a tire wear issue yesterday where I wasn't getting through 2 full laps. So I'm gonna try to pedal it where I can without sacrificing line or speed and see if I can make them last a little bit longer. That lead run felt perfect. I definitely lost some speed with the spring change, so I'll do a chase, but we might want to be dropping the tire pressure a little bit. We'll play it by ear. All right, chasing no back. Just got to be really, really mindful of staying flat through those transitions. It's super difficult because of the smoke. Just got to stay in it. All right, let's do it. I made a mistake in outer zone 2 that's easy to correct, but other than that I felt really good. Alright, Fallen Sorensen, I'm gonna push pretty hard, pretend like this is closer to a finals battle. Should be pretty solid here. Felt pretty good, but for whatever reason his car was pretty hooked up on that last zone. He might have like a staggered alignment or something, or have just been pedaling a lot in the first corner. It's a new day. I actually felt really good that practice session. My leads felt really, really smooth. I think the springs made a pretty big difference. I lost a little speed, so I gained it back with tire pressure. Chases felt nice and consistent. I don't feel like I'm driving at 11 tenths. I feel like I'm driving at like 8 tenths, which is, I guess, a good thing. But yeah, feeling super dialed going into first battle with Stuckey, and then hopefully advance on to the top 16. Lead run, let's go, baby. 1, 2, 3. How was my lead? Was I pretty much in all the zones correctly? I'm just gonna stay focused. I tried pretty hard to conserve tire. We'll see if it worked.
I feel like he's him and Cletus McFarland, like the king of Florida. You know, like, right there, of content creators over there. How epic would that be? Jumps up here in his LZ Manufacturing BMW Drift HQ, but Stuckey would love to rain on his parade in that M-Spec Performance S chassis. Here goes Adam LZ right there on that outside zone edge. And going to that second outside zone, Stuckey definitely needs to play catch up here. It looks like LZ pulling away from Stuckey, taking a shallower line. Pull that right tire up on that front right. Wow, unbelievable run there from Adam LZ. Whoa. He is right there. Again, another little pixie dust run.
Man.
Woo.
going back to the BMX days, just grinding the ledge there. That was crazy.
He had pegs on his. He had pegs on his
I would
T37s.
not be shocked. So yeah, I mean, LZ doing a really good job. Misses probably about 10-15 feet in the first part of that outside zone, and then just throws on the boosters here, and then Stuckey trying to keep the line and then pick up speed, but not able to. So then cuts the line through the last half of this, and then really has to cut to get into the third. But yeah, I mean, LZ out front just laying down a clinic.
His car turned off, it was spitting coolant. I hit him, he sprayed coolant all over my windshield, just so you know. That was not our fault. You okay?
Here we are taking a look again at Stuckey. He's out front. Adam LZ, a lot of eyeballs on him, and just like I said, hats off to his team. You know, it's crazy. So it's really cool. So Daniel Stuckey out front, Adam LZ, the Drift HQ BMW, got the Breezy on the roof and Breezy in the hand when the party's on. Here we go, talking about party. Here we go, the second run of this party. Daniel Stuckey initiates into that first outside zone, gets a bit wonky. That's definitely 2 tires off. That's gonna hurt him, and that does affect Adam LZ in that chase position. That's hard to follow. We saw that earlier with Forsberg and Dan Burkett. Now in the second outside zone, transitioning into that third. Daniel Stuckey now dialing it in. You can see him just refining it, twisting the screws. And Adam LZ banging doors across the finish line, makes his presence felt. So
getting a little spicy there at the end.
Knocking on Stuckey's door, yeah.
Yeah. Man, just had to almost reinitiate there as you see that cone going into the solar system there. And then, yeah, just really, really grippy, it looks like, from Stuckey. Just not able to get the car to float out like he's looking for it. And it does make it a little bit difficult to chase there, and Stuckey missing big chunk of the third outside zone. So, and then Adam, you know, having to close that distance really quick. You can see here, Stuckey gets it out and then has to add more and then get back on the throttle again. And yeah, I don't know if he quite went 3 wheels off it. I don't think so, but not a solid lead there. It was a solid 2. I don't think it was 3, but
I have a rib.
Do you?
I have a rib. All right, here we go. Adam LZ, Dan Stuckey, and Adam LZ gets the victory. Congratulations to Adam LZ. Moving on, Daniel Stuckey, just like you said, that lead run just needs some refinement. Look at that. We got a packed house here.
Not the way anyone likes to win. I think his engine blew at the end.
Really?
Yeah, all his oil's all over our windshield.
Oh, wow.
But the good news is I did a really good lead, which is really important to be able to win this event. So I'm happy about that. And you got the first battle is always the toughest because there's such a long waiting game in between.
Yeah.
Where once you're in the later battles, it gets easier and easier because your special meter increases.
Right.
Because everything's so recent. But it's in Tony Hawk's Skater when you don't do a lot of good tricks back to back.
Yeah.
How it's harder.
Right.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
He tried to hop in the back.
Mike
ain't hopping in the back.
Yo,
Mike,
we
turn that
roll
sh-
deep.
Oh.
We rolling deep in here, brother.
Hello, Adam.
I like it.
Not it.
Guys, roll it.
Hang on.
You ready to go for a little parade?
Here
we go again.
Kitty cat's been found. New
Freddie
kitty.
just sent me this. Go left, go left, go left, go
There's
left.
no way that cat survived in this desert. Somebody better do something.
Oh, we need another kitty cat.
Go pull up on him.
Where is
this?
Right here.
We got 5 minutes till you're on up.
You know what you started over here?
Where's the
cat?
kitty cat?
Yo, I just had to open the picture in front of Colette, bro.
There can't just be one. There has to be. There has to be more.
See, that's what happens when you grow a
You
mustache.
looked
You
at
attract
all
cats.
Was that motherfucker meowing?
Yeah. Nah, bro, that's a bobcat, low key. That thing gonna grow up to be a monster. Right. They don't got regular cats in the desert like this.
That means it probably got laid in there. Like born in there, there had to be more.
It got laid. You want to go check the tires? You want to go check the tires?
Chickens have eggs.
Yes. Go check the tires, Cole.
I've had chickens for a long time, okay, guys? I've had chickens.
Tesla, but he is here in his Drift HQ, LZ Manufacturing, BC Racing, BMW. You know him, you love him, Adam LZ!
It's time for top 16. Colette found a cat.
Colette did not find it.
Sorry, she didn't find a cat. She claimed a cat.
You said.
We're not keeping it.
You said.
I said we could hold it on the
You
podium.
too.
The thing has to go to the doctor first. I ain't touching it.
Alright guys, we're on the line. The same lead we've been doing. Have some fun. I'm trying to take this all the way. When in Utah will be pretty sweet. So yeah, I just gotta drive good. Then get the champagne. I don't know what happened there. I guess it was really slick, or I didn't pick up throttle soon enough. That was not good. Yeah, I was very surprised. I felt like I entered the same way that I always did. It just was slick, I guess.
All right, well, here we go. Adam LZ, one of the most popular drivers out there. So Chelsea, lay out, and then you can recount what goes down. Adam LZ, Jonathan Hurst, Adam LZ in that Drift HQ. BMW transitioning now into that first outside zone. Here goes Adam LZ. Oh, buddy, that's a 3, that's a 4 maybe. And that is all not all she wrote totally, but Adam LZ, that's going to be an incomplete. Comes in way too hot in his Drift HQ BMW. And he looks like he's driving angry right now. And that's a mad Adam LZ right there. What do you make of this track? It's a little different from last year. You know, some people are saying it's a little bit difficult to see, the dust, the sun, all that. What do you think?
Yeah, this is one of those tracks that I think at a quick glance looks like it's easy, but it's one of the most complex because it doesn't really flow as well as you'd think, and it requires a driver that can really be paying attention to the inches instead of the feet. Obviously, you see Adam going off here in turn 1, and we're thinking like, okay, overdrove it, did some things. The track probably got hotter, a little looser, didn't give him the car that he thought he had, and after a break like we just had, jumping in the car to drive, if you're not centered with yourself, this is the kind of things that happen.
And you and Adam go back quite some time, you know, BC Racing, suspension setup. Now you're practically neighbors in Florida, and you know, and again, even though you retired from Formula Drift, you were definitely a busy man. The Drift Porsche, you got a lot of things going on. Even as of recent, Ryan Turk picked up the phone and said, hey, can you help me with some things, and just some suspension setup and some consulting as well.
Yeah, for sure. Just trying to connect people with their cars and give them the best odds to win. So that way when they leave the line, it's in their hands and they have the best odds.
You're like a car therapist.
Yeah, right. Just aligning the chakra of it, you know.
All right, guys, I got to push hard and hope I can force the 0. I had no tire left. That sucks. Yeah, I used all my tire trying to play catch up.
Adam LZ obviously at a deficit. He overcooks it. You know, Jonathan Hurst goes inside of him. But again, Adam LZ, that was definitive.
If you underdrive them, it's a problem. If you overdrive it, it's a problem. So he needs to find that balance right now. And we're going to see a chase from Adam that is the most aggressive thing we've seen today, probably. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, and yeah, like I said, you saw kind of angry Adam there when he goes off, and Jonathan did get inside of him, but not his fault. Here we go, the Mr. Cool Cadillac. Jonathan Hurst, the pride of Paducah, keeps it within that first outside zone, transitions now into that second outside zone. Oh, here comes Adam, you talked about it, and here he comes, and he comes out swinging and almost gets into the side of Jonathan Hurst, and Breezy's might be popped open earlier. Oh, and Adam goes off. Oh.
This is what we're talking about with the under and overdrive, right? So Hurst did a good job of balancing that and doing what he needed to do. Obviously, Adam at a deficit, overdrove it. That's what happens when you overdrive it.
Yeah, overdriving the car, not once, but even twice in the chase position. Hurst, he literally lived up to his sponsor. He was Mr. Cool.
Mr. Cool.
And yeah, so you can see that.
Yeah, decent zone fill, crossover, transition, not taking any risk, kind of putting the car where it's supposed to be without risk, right? So that's the thing a lot with drifting. The risk is what's tricky. How much do you want to risk it? Little tire drop there and going into outer zone 3, but overall pretty solid. And then obviously Adam pushes right off. Probably got caught in the smoke a little bit there, so visibility's tough. Just kind of pushing to do anything he can to put some heat on Hurst.
Congratulations on your championship trophy of the Ford truck. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Here it is officially. Jonathan Hurst gets the win, knocking out Adam LZ. He's going to grab a Breezy now and crush some of those non-carbonated alcoholic drinks. But the Drift HQ, BC Racing, Adam LZ, manufacturing BMW knocked out. But what a crazy season he's had as well. Again, Adam LZ, you know, arguably or maybe not even one of the most popular drivers here in the field.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's out there finding his car and himself and figuring it out. He's proven that he can be a weapon at times, and just again aligning the car with the driver. Once he gets that, it's going to be a really good thing to see.
Oh
my God.
Oh, buddy, that's a 3, that's a 4, baby. And that is not all she wrote totally, but Adam LZ, that's going to be an incomplete. Comes in.
He said it was just icy out there when he went out. He said he was a little late to get on throttle and he just kept floating.
Maybe.
He was 2 off with his third wheel on the line, and then after the hit.
But he was free float, like momentum-wise, like.
Yeah.
And almost gets into the side of Jonathan Hurst, and Breezy's might be popped open earlier. Oh, and Adam goes off.
No.
He lost his line right in the first half then.
Yeah.
I didn't say this before, but this is what happened before he went out.
What happens, what?
Bad luck.
Oh.
This happened
broken
right
mirror?
I wasn't going to say anything about it, and he smashed his head into the mirror.
He said he smoked his tires trying to play catch up, and then when he got to outside 3, he had nothing left, so he just washed right out.
Damn it.
That sucks. The weirdest thing is, Duarte told me on the radio that the track was really loose in zone 1. I entered 1 cone early and still flew the off track. So I'm really upset about that because the run was pretty much over from there, and then I even it up worse in the chase. I tried pushing really hard to try to force a 0 out of him, and I wound up using all my tire trying to drive like a dickhead and ran out by the last corner. So I've been having to drive really strategically at certain tracks just to conserve tire, and this one has been a challenge. Yeah. But more than anything, all I needed to do was keep it on track, and I probably would have gotten the win, and I just overdrove in the first corner.
I mean, it's been a challenge for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, you're seeing a lot of the big dogs go out early, which is unlike them, but
Yeah.
I have to say I did better at this track than I thought. How the first day of practice was going, I thought I'd be out in top 32.
Yeah.
So at least, like, by doing this, we'll have a decent seed at the last round, but this could have been the difference of us getting really high up in points and
I don't have long enough arms.
What is it?
We found more kittens. They found one earlier, and I knew there was more. I had a feeling there was more, and there's like 4. They're so tiny. Oh my god.
Are they chained together, the tires? Oh yeah, they're bolted together.
It's okay. No, be careful. Some of that was when I ate them. Gosh.
Our send you this clip if you want.
Okay, yeah, that'd be amazing.
This is literally my dream come true.
Yep, mine too.
Adam, what are we doing?
We're rescuing kittens.
Got one. Oh, be careful grabbing him by his little neck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Turn around, too. A kitty. There's more.
It's the cutest little kitty I've ever seen. Okay, keep getting him. Keep getting him.
I'm gonna name him.
They need formula really fast.
What should I name him?
I don't know, but let's name them all. Let's all look at them.
All right. Odie got the first one.
I know.
That's Turk.
That's definitely Turk.
Imagine.
No, that is Turk.
They
Look at him.
really need formula really soon. I've literally wondered why this hasn't happened to me yet in my life. Because I wanted this to happen for so long. Let me see. Wow, they are so little. They're like fresh.
There's no way they'd ever get out of here.
There's no way.
Oh, there he is, Frederick Cosbo.
Thank you.
I don't think there's any more.
Can you feel around though, like you said? Oh, this one's even tinier. Wow. They're not even making noise. My dream come true.
What a way to end the day. The day is over, and I may have lost, but we found kittens. We are not taking the kittens home. I'm saying that. I hope that that is the reality that actually occurs. We have a beautiful cat at home. His name's Takumi. But yeah, wrapping up the video. It was really cool to get to see all you guys out here in Salt Lake. Obviously, I wasn't here last year. It was a bummer, but it's good to be back. I'm really happy with my driving. Obviously, not with the way the battle went down, but progressed. I've never really been the best at driving road courses, and I feel like the past 3 road courses I've driven have really pushed me as a driver. But I'm really looking forward to going to Irwindale. Irwindale I've done pretty good at in the past. I'm comfortable there, and I'm looking forward to finish the season with a bang. We're still 5th in points, which is really good, and there's a possibility we could move up some, so not bad for a year that we weren't planning to compete, and it's all thanks to you guys.
When you said